I just came back from the dead and they told me, you still not that girl.
It started with a single post on Facebook, a mother's trembling words that froze an entire community. It is with a heavy heart that I let you all know that my son, Roland Ray, has gone home to be with the Lord. No press release, no statement from a network, just a mother speaking through tears, confirming what fans around the world could not believe. Within minutes, screenshots of her message flooded timelines. And suddenly, the laughter, the catchphrases, the unforgettable moments that made Roland Ray a viral force felt unbearably heavy. But what made this moment hit so hard wasn't just the announcement itself. It was the silence that followed. A cousin's raw confession only deepened the heartbreak. I'm sitting in my room with tears rolling down my cheeks. I'm so heartbroken. You were my favorite cousin. Why you dog me out like this? There were no answers. No official cause, just grief that seemed to multiply with every share, every repost. For someone who had cheated death more times than the internet could count, this time felt different. This time, it felt final. And that's when the shock set in. Roland Ray wasn't just a reality star or a social media personality. He was a symbol, a young man in a wheelchair who called himself the most famous boy in a wheelchair and dared the world to laugh with him, not at him. He didn't just create catchphrases. He created culture. From purr to, it's not even giving what y'all said it was supposed to give, his words became the soundtrack of an entire generation's memes, TikToks, and viral audios. Even Beyoncé had referenced him. That kind of influence doesn't just fade overnight. And yet, the reality was impossible to ignore. Roland Ray was gone. At only 28 years old, the day before his birthday. Fans couldn't help but wonder, was this the cruelest twist of all? But the truth is, Roland Ray's life had always been a battle against the odds. In 2021, his wig caught fire in a freak accident that left him with severe burns across his face and neck. Hospitalized for weeks, undergoing painful surgeries, many thought he wouldn't make it. But then he reappeared online, scarred yet smiling, declaring, "It never gave dead." Months later, he was fighting again, this time against COVID-19. A brutal case that put him in a coma, leaving fans once more bracing for the worst. And somehow, he came back. Still Roland Ray. Still purr. But behind the bravado, behind the viral soundbites and playful reads, there was always something more fragile lingering. In nearly every live stream this year, Roland Ray appeared from a hospital bed. Fans noticed it, whispered about it, wondered if his health was finally reaching a breaking point. And now, those quiet concerns feel like devastating foreshadowing. Subscribe right now for more stories the headlines don't tell you. Deep dives into the untold struggles, the hidden battles, and the emotional truths behind the names that light up our screens. Because the story of Roland Ray is far from over. Because what came next, his role in shaping Black culture, his fight to represent the disabled community, and the eerie timing of his death just hours before his birthday, left fans questioning everything. The tributes began pouring in almost instantly. Not just from fans who repeated his catchphrases for laughs, but from people who saw Roland Ray as something bigger, a pioneer who stood unapologetically in his truth. During the height of the Black Lives Matter protests in 2020, there he was on the front lines, his wheelchair at the center of the crowd, his voice cutting through chants and camera flashes. For many in the disabled community, he wasn't just a meme. He was proof that visibility mattered, that being seen meant never being erased. And that's the part that stings the most. Because for years, the world had laughed at Roland Ray's jokes, his reads, his wild one-liners. But beneath it all, he was carrying a weight few could see. Hospital visits, recurring infections, constant battles with his own body. Every time he said, "It never gave dead," it wasn't just a punchline. It was a declaration. A survival chant, a way of spitting in the face of death while millions watched. But this time, when his mother's words hit the timeline, silence filled the gap where his laughter used to be. What unsettled fans even more was the timing. Roland Ray passed away just one day before his birthday. He was 28. Messages began circulating about possible birthday plans, surprise parties, gifts already purchased and waiting to be given. Now, instead of balloons and candles, his family was planning a funeral. And for the fans who had seen him cheat death so many times before, it almost felt like a cruel cosmic trick. As if fate had been waiting for the moment people least expected. Even those who clashed with him publicly couldn't hide their shock. Roland Ray had a mouth on him, no doubt. He threw shade at fellow reality stars. He read Santana and Carisha down without hesitation. And he made sure that when he entered a room, digital or otherwise, no one ignored him. But even his rivals admitted, nobody read like Roland Ray. Nobody had his energy. He could make you laugh, cry, and gasp all in the same sentence. The kind of presence doesn't disappear quietly. And yet, there was something haunting about the final year of his life. In live stream after live stream, fans noticed the same backdrop: hospital walls, medical monitors, the steady hum of machines. Every joke seemed to come with a shadow. Every laugh felt borrowed. It was as if Roland Ray himself knew that time was running out, even if he never said aloud. But here's the twist that most people don't know. Behind closed doors, there were whispers of projects, collaborations, and even a push to return to TV. Zeus Network had relied on him to bring the kind of chaotic, unfiltered energy that kept viewers glued to the screen. And now, those same fans are asking, what happens when the star you can't look away from suddenly isn't there? Because if Roland Ray taught us anything, it's that no matter how controversial, no matter how messy, his presence was unforgettable. And now, without him, there's a void, a silence, and maybe even a mystery. Because the biggest question still lingers in the air. What really happened in those final hours? What makes Roland Ray's passing so difficult to process isn't just that he was young, or that his death came the day before his birthday. It's the unfinished story. The sense that he was still in the middle of writing his legacy when the pen was snatched from his hands. For so many fans, he wasn't just an internet personality. He was someone who turned pain into performance. Someone who refused to let the world define him by his wheelchair, by his scars, or by his hospital stays. He defined himself, and that's what people will remember. The impact Roland Ray left behind wasn't confined to Zeus Network or viral sound bites. He shifted culture in ways that most reality stars never could. His catchphrases became part of everyday speech. His unapologetic personality influenced artists, shaped memes, and carved out space for voices that rarely get amplified in mainstream media. He reminded people that visibility matters, and he demanded to be seen, not just as someone surviving, but as someone living out loud. That boldness made him polarizing, but it also made him unforgettable. And his influence didn't stop at entertainment. In moments of crisis, Roland Ray showed up. During protests, his presence wasn't symbolic. It was active, it was loud, it was undeniable. For the disabled community, seeing someone take up space like that mattered deeply. It sent a message. You can be in pain, you can face constant obstacles, and you can still take control of the narrative. Even his harshest critics couldn't erase the fact that he forced conversations others were too afraid to have. But perhaps the hardest truth to swallow is how quickly life can pivot. Fans who had planned to laugh at his next viral moment are now lighting candles in his memory. Family members who thought they'd be celebrating a birthday are instead preparing a funeral. And the irony that Roland Ray, a man who had come back from the dead so many times before, would take his final bow in silence. That irony cuts like glass. The internet has a way of moving on, of shifting to the next headline, the next scandal, the next meme. But Roland Ray's absence is different. His voice, his laugh, his unapologetic way of calling things out. These were not background noise. They were center stage. And the silence he leaves behind is louder than anything he ever said. Still, his story offers a lesson that fans are repeating over and over. Give people their flowers while they're here. Celebrate them while they can hear it, feel it, and know they mattered. Because once they're gone, all the hashtags and tributes can't replace the sound of their voice. Roland Ray deserved those flowers, and though his time was cut short, he left enough impact to ensure those flowers will never stop growing. So tonight, somewhere between the laughter of his catchphrases and the quiet of this loss, Roland Ray's legacy stands tall. Not as a tragedy, not as a headline, but as a reminder of what it means to live without apology. Rest in peace to Raymond Roland Ray Harper, an icon who taught us that even in struggle, you can still shine. If you want to continue exploring the stories behind the viral moments, the ones that shape culture but were never fully told, make sure you're subscribed. Because behind every meme, every clip, every soundbite that makes us laugh, there's a deeper story waiting to be uncovered. And here, those stories will never be forgotten.
Sorry, what do you mean Roland Ray passed away? I was on Twitter and I saw someone had reposted a post from his mom saying that he passed today. If you don't know about Roland Ray, if you've seen any meme, any audio on this app, most likely it's from him. This was someone that was so poignant and significant in the Black disabled community. He's referenced by so many artists, including Beyonce. He was at the front lines at so many protests, one of them being the Black Lives Matter protest in 2020. Oh my God, I can't believe this. He gave so much to this world. I can't believe he's gone, y'all. I can't believe it. Please give the legends their flowers while they're still with us.
So Roland Ray just passed away. Y'all know that dude on a wheelchair, and he was like, I just came back from the dead and they told me you still not that girl. That was him. I love him so much. That's sad as fuck. I literally used to watch Bobby I Love You purr just for him because he was on the show. Like, he was so fucking funny. And y'all know that's like Bobby's best friend. Somebody need to check on Bobby for real. Somebody please check on Bobby. But death just be so unexpected. Like, I swear everybody is dying and shit. That's just random as hell. Like, who would have thought he would have passed away? And his birthday is tomorrow, so he died the day before his birthday. That's crazy as fuck. He was only 28. Like, he's still young as fuck. He got so much more life to live. That's sad as fuck. The day before his birthday, though, like, just why? Like, Zeus not even gonna be the same no more without him. Like, what the fuck is we gonna do? But his mom announced that he was dead on social media, so my prayers to him, his family, my condolences to all his friends. This is just sad as fuck. Like, what the fuck?
Y'all, Roland Ray passing is like so trippy to me. I don't know. It's trippy for multiple reasons. This is the second influencer that has passed away within a month. Like, people that really like, I don't know. It's just crazy. People that we're never going to see again across our timelines. People that we're never going to see have viral moments. Like, but the trippiest part about this whole thing is that he passed away 2 days before his birthday. Like, life is just so crazy. We don't know if he was planning birthday plans. We don't know if anybody else was planning him a surprise birthday party. We don't know nothing. People probably bought him gifts already. Like, I don't know. Like, stuff just be so crazy. And, like, I just can't never process stuff like this. Condolences to his family, his friends. This is a really, really sad death. Like, this is really, really sad.
Roland Ray has gone to glory. He is a DMV legend, icon, and I just can't believe this. I really can't believe this.
That passed away, child. Roland Ray, Miss Toller himself passed away. He not with us no more. Like, what you mean, Miss Toller is not here? Like, Roland Ray was an icon. Like, I'm talking during COVID, he was in tune with damn near everybody. Santana, Carisha, Purr, like Miss Purr. And I feel so bad because I loved Roland Ray. Like, I loved him down to the ground. His reads, Santana, like, his reads, nobody was not fucking with Roland Ray. Oh, no day. Rest in peace to him, though. Like, rest in peace to my son. Like, damn, we just got in September.
Yeah, the original baddie in a wheelchair, the original Prince of Paraplegic has unfortunately passed away. He was an icon, he was a legend in his own right, and he was a true social media trailblazer. Every year there would always be a random announcement that he passed away, and he would pop back up like, bitch, I'm still here. But unfortunately this time it is real. I will never forget the day that he came to the internet and told everybody that that cowgirl knows him and that she brought him a TV. And usually when the girls would say that they had some type of contact with her, I would just be like, oh, you're lying. But for some reason, I believed her. I believed that cowgirl did buy her a TV. I also remember at one point that there was an announcement that he had got severely burned in a house fire. Like, he had a lot going on. My girl lived quite a life. She lived quite a life. And she was a light on earth when she was here.